Good evening. Yes, good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens. This is your man and homie, G Money Stacks, aka The Gregonator, host with the most, misunderstood lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and of course, Queens, New York native who is also a New York Mets fan from the neck of the woods of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And yes, you are now rocking, listening, tuning in, streaming, and watching the 356th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Avenue podcast. Live and direct from the comedy space, where we talk about the wild, crazy, fun topics in and of course entertainment news. There's transit with the MTA. There's there's music news and other segments in between. All right. Any episodes whatsoever that's been previously dropped. Don't worry, everything is all there on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555. Be sure to grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page, and alongside leave a like and a comment on the episodes and the topics being included, and tell me what you think about the topics in every episode. All right. And also also if you like to share, it'll be very important that you share the podcast. You can add the podcast to that you can download if you want. You can add the add the podcast to your playlist, and you can also enable where you can be informed of when I'll be going on the air via live stream for podcast episode recordings, and of course when new episodes will be uploaded to the YouTube channel page and stream platforms and all that great stuff right there. So, um, so there you go, right there. Now, what do you say we go to? What do you say we go to? Um, our mental health check-in our mental health check-in segment right here. Let's get into it right here. Hold on. All right. All right. Today's mental health topic is hang on. Yes, time in nature. Let's get into it. Time in nature is the to talk about today. Yes, so and this is according to the people from wait. This is from a Harvard website actually. HSPH. Um so there you have it right there. Listen. So, spending time outdoors in green spaces has been with myriad physical and mental health benefits, including lower mortality, according to Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health's Heather um, 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 Ellison. Heather Ellison. Okay. Ellison is a professor of nutrition and epidemiology was among the experts quoted in a December 14th Pop Sugar article about the health impacts of nature and being outside. She explained that exposure to green space has been linked to better sleep, low blood pressure, and reduced risk of chronic disease. Likely because people who spend more time in green spaces also report higher levels of exercise. Green spaces can be destinations for walking or bicycling, as well as space for play and among children. Green space exposure is linked to more playtime and less screen time, Ellison's told Pop Sugar. She also said that spending time in nature has been linked to better mental health and a decreased risk of psychiatric disorders among adults and children. Time spent outdoors provides a combination of stimulation of different senses and a break from typical excuse me overstimulation from urban environments, she said. Exposure to green space results in mental restoration and increased positive emotions and decreased anxiety and um, rumination. Improved mindfulness can result from exposure. Noted that even city dwellers and people who work indoors can pursue and reap the health benefits of the natural world. Spending time in urban spaces like parks and gardens has been linked with improved health, according to Ellison and other experts quoted in the article. In quote, if there are some green spaces a short or medium distance from home, try walking or biking to the green space to get the benefits of exercise while getting there, she said. Or find green space you could incorporate into your commute or from home or work. All right. There you go right there, man. There you go. All right. I know everybody's been I know everybody's been going crazy over the rent increases and stuff like that. But this the bus stops. So we're gonna get into the New York Mass Transit files. Let's get into it right here, right now. According to the folks from AMNY, average rents increased more near a pair of Harlem subway stops than at any other stations in the city last year, according to analysis by apartment listing site Rent Hop. Um, the largest rent increase in the city were recorded in the vicinity of the 155th Street station on the B and D lines in Harlem's Sugar Hill section on the site of NYCHA's Polo Grounds Towers. Average rents in that area have surged 19.3% since last year, according to Rent Hops's analysis of one bedroom apartments listed on the platform between February 1st and April 30th of this year. Close behind is the nearly 155th Street station on the A and C lines, where rents rose 18%. Median rents for a one bedroom apartment is sitting at $2,600 dollars in the vicinity of both stops. Damn. Damn, son. Damn. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. Um um let's see. Yes, rents also spiked by more than 17% at Briarwood Station on the E and F in Queens, Marble Hill 225th Street on the 1 in Manhattan, and Avenue P on the F in Midwood, Brooklyn. Neighborhoods that saw significant increases across multiple stations includes the Lower East Side and Hamilton Heights in Manhattan, Longwood and Fordham in the Bronx, Flushing, Forest Hills, Kew Gardens, and Briarwood in Queens, Midwood, Broadway Junction, East New York, South Williamsburg, Canarsie, Bensonhurst, and Sunset Park in Brooklyn. Median rents citywide for a one bedroom are sitting at $4,400. Rent Hop concludes a 3.5% increase over last year. Rents are higher, around 84% of subway stops, though that increase is less than the one seen from the year before, when 94% of stops um, saw a bump. The city's highest rents were recorded around the Franklin Square stop on the one in Tribeca, where a one bedroom goes for $5,760. Franklin Street took the top prize last year as well. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Yeah. Um. Okay. Meanwhile, some train corridors saw concentrated decreases in average rents, particularly along the 6 line in the Bronx and the G line in Brooklyn. All right. Up news, we have Hunts Point. Not the Hunters Point in not the Hunter Point not the Hunters Point Avenue location. This is the one in the Bronx. And this is from the BX Times right here. New York City government officials revealed 6 new electric vehicle chargers at the Bronx wastewater resource recovery facility in Hunts Point on Monday, May 6th. This project, with a total investment of $415,000, marks the 2000th citywide municipal charging port for electric vehicles. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the point in all of this, because how the hell do you even work an EV vehicle without gas? That's crazy. Yeah. Um. So these EV chargers are a result of Mayor, Mayor Eric Adams' push to enrich Hunts Point in his plan. Hunts Point's forward, which says it will give a total of $15 million to pay for new electric vehicle technology, according to the website. Last year, this administration made a commitment to the South Bronx that Hunts Point would be revitalized, and today we're taking a big step towards achieving that mission, Adams said. As we celebrate the city's two 2,000 electric vehicle charging port, we're continuing to turn the tide on carbon emissions, um, ridding our communities of harmful fumes and investing in greener, cleaner infrastructure in the places that need it most. The 50 kilowatt chargers were installed thanks to a collaboration by the city's Department of Citywide Administrative Services, the Department of Environmental Protection, and Con Edison. Electric vehicles have no tailpipe emissions and results in lower levels of greenhouse gases compared to the average new gasoline car. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, there are now over 5,000 electric vehicles in the city fleet. The vehicles owned by the city and operated by city personnel. There are a total of 30,000 city fleet vehicles in NYC, according to DCAS. According to DCAS, the agency has committed to installing 50% or more of the EV charging in environmental justice communities. Historically, the South Bronx has always suffered from the highest rates of asthma due to industrial pollution. As someone who suffers from asthma myself, I welcome the news of 6 new charging stations being installed at the Hunts Point wastewater resource recovery facility that will continue to build on the city's mission to have the greenest municipal fleet in the country. Council member Rafael Salamanca Jr. Said. DCS Deputy Commissioner and Chief Fleet Officer Keith Kerman called New York City one of the nation's largest EV charging networks and thanked Con Edison for their partnership and financial support in developing it through the Power Ready program. Con Edison has provided $1.4 million in incentives through the Power Ready for EV fast charging sites and plugs across New York, and for the second year in a row has named DCAS as the city's top installer of EV fast charging. This honor came with the $25,000 award. Mm. DCA said collaboration between their department and Con Edison remains integral to the success of the city's transition to an all electric. All right. Let's see. Let's see. What else do we have to talk about here before I forget? Let's see. Um. All right. So let's see. Yikes! Nicki Minaj arrested in Amsterdam. I heard about this actually. Um, we'll get into that right here. And all right, so that's crazy though, man. We'll get it in the latest segment right here, chatting all the jazz, which is one of the main topics we're going to talk about, and of course later. Um, so yeah. All right. All right. We're going to go into Nicki Minaj now. Here's what's happening. And um, the decision to arrest Nicki Minaj in Amsterdam last weekend was not motivated by race, Dutch police have said, adding that it was annoying she drew that card. Their reaction comes after the U.S. rapper was arrested at sh- Shy Shy no Schiphol Airport last Saturday and fined €350, which is $380, after police said they found dozens of joints in her luggage. Damn. Damn, son. That's crazy, man. Unless somebody plant them there, that's some foul shit. Yeah, that's crazy and terrible. Um okay, let's continue. Um at the time, Minaj called her treatment by the authorities disgusting and opined this was partly due to her being from a confident other race. Huh. Yeah. Hmm. Well, that's interesting to say. Um Man, that's crazy. Um Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, here it is. Um yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy right there, man. Yeah. Um okay, what else? Yeah, so now the BBC reports that Dutch police have rejected this, quoting a spokesperson. We just do our jobs, and it is protocol to search luggage and arrest a person when we find drugs. The arrest was around this is the was around what is it? That's military time. So 17 is 5:30 and the release at 21 that's uh ooh okay 21:30 21 that's I think that's 8:30 or I think that's 8:30 or something. Hold on, let me do a little check on something real quick. Okay, 21:30 um military time. That's 9:30. Yeah, 9:30. I was right. Yeah, 9:30. Yeah, 9:30 p.m. That's what that's what that is. All right. So, let me continue right here. Yeah, let's continue right here. Yeah, 9:30, 5:30 and the release at 9:30. Okay. We stand for what we stand for a professional organization that treats everybody equal, no matter what. The BBC quoted a Dutch military police spokesperson saying, I think that it all went very smoothly, excuse me. It's annoying that she drew that card. Minaj had to postpone her show that evening in Manchester, UK, where 20,000 fans 20,000 fans were waiting for her to appear on stage. The gig was postponed to this month. She spoke on the live streaming platform Station Head this week when she addressed the incident. Not being able to get to Manchester, I don't know when was the last time I felt that low. And not only that, but just knowing that something is being done to you on purpose. You are a confident other race. But I'm not going to get into it and tell you guys the joy they took in it, even while I was there. But you know what? There was one lady there, all the rest were men, and I could tell she had a heart. But the treatment was just disgusting, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone. A police spokesperson told BBC News, "We just do our jobs and it is protocol to search luggage and arrest a person when we find drugs." Yeah. The arrest was around 5:30, the release at 9:30. We stand for a professional organization that treats everybody equal no matter what. At the time, Dutch prosecutors announced she had been carrying 30 to 100 grams of cannabis, but Minaj claimed the pre rolls belonged to her security guard. Yeah, yeah, I hope everything is figured out and fixed. And yeah, um, speaking of fixed, what do you say we go to 8 of Eminem's most mind-blowing career achievements? Let's get into that one right here. Um, all right, Eminem. Eminem has led an unbelievable career in rap, but these mind-blowing career achievements showed just how much of a GOAT Slim Shady is. As M continues to roll out his upcoming album, The Death of Slim Shady, it's worth noting that Marshall Mathers has continued to break records despite not having released an album since 2020's Music to Be Murdered By. In 2021, Eminem broke his own record by having the highest stream discography on Spotify, with 11 of his solo records raking in over a billion streams. Not to mention that Curtain Call, a greatest hits compilation, was listened to a billion times. It was even deemed one of the best selling albums of 2021, 16 years after its release. Then in 2023, Eminem emerged as the 10th highest selling artist of all time, as reported by Chartmasters, beating out rock legends Led Zeppelin with 207.2 million total combined sales in his career. This makes M the only rapper in the top 40, with Drake closing in at number 41 with over 120 million sales. Ye and Tupac elsewhere um, fall at number 61 and number 73 respectively. It's worth noting these are just streaming and sales records, but M has demolished numerous world records during his reign as one of rap's most celebrated artists. As fans feverishly wait for new music, Double XL has compiled a list of the 8 most insane records M has broken. All right, so let's see. Rap God sets record for most words in hit singles. Back in 2013, the Guinness Book of World Records decreed that Eminem's Rap God had the most words ever crammed into a hit single. The Spitfire track, which appeared on M's album, The Marshall Mathers LP2, paced 1,560 words into a mere 6 minutes and 4 seconds, averaging around 4.28 words a second. In a notable 15-second segment, M fired off 97 words, an insane 6.46 words a second. Artists with highest selling albums in first half of 21st century. In the first 10 years of the 21st century, Eminem emerged on top as the highest selling albums act of the 21st century's first half. M sold an insane 32.2 million combined units, surpassing the Beatles at 30.1 million. Behind Eminem were other equally as notable musicians, including Linkin Park, pop star Britney Spears, and legendary country acts like Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw, and the late great Toby Keith. To make matters more impressive, the Marshall Mathers LP and the Eminem Show were the 2 highest selling rap albums of the 2000s, raking in 10.2 million and 9.7 million units sold, respectively. Fastest selling rapper of all time with Marshall Mathers LP. Eminem also emerged as the fastest selling rapper of all time in the 2000s, thanks to the blockbuster success of the Marshall Mathers LP. Slim Shady's second album sold a record 1.7 million copies in its first week, to this day making him the fastest selling rapper. It also makes him one of the only recording artists to surpass a million copies sold in a single week. Most successive US albums to debut at number 1 by a solo artist. In a crazy show of strength as a recording artist, Marshall Mathers also has the most successive albums to debut at number one, back to back. Following the release of his Music to Be Murdered By album in 2020, M successfully had 10 successive solo releases, bowing at number one. Previously, Kamikaze, Revival, the Marshall Mathers LP2, Recovery, Relapse, Curtain Call, The Hits, Encore, The Eminem Show, and the Marshall Mathers LP all debuted at number one as well. Of Eminem's studio albums, only three have not debuted at the number one spot on the Billboard 200 chart. These include his 2002 greatest hits, Project Curtain Call 2, which reached number six, his 1999 major label debut, the Slim Shady LP, which hit at number two, and Infinite, his 1996 debut independent album, which did not chart. Most entries jumped on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for a rapper when Eminem teamed up with Akon for the latter's smash hit Smack That was not was nominated for best rap song collaboration at the 2007 Grammy Awards. It also broke the record for most entries ever jumped on the Billboard Hot 100 for a rapper. Smack That debuted at number 95 on the Billboard Hot 100 on October 14, 2006. 1 week later, it leapt 88 places to number 7 on the chart. Most certified artists for singles in RIAA Gold and Platinum history. On March 8th, 2022, Slim Shady emerged as the most certified artist for singles in RIAA history. Eminem's combined 6 RIAA Diamond certifications, which include the Marshall Mathers LP, The Eminem Show, Lose Yourself, Love the Way You Lie, and Not Afraid, cemented him as one of the most accomplished musicians in history. His RIAA award career total. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Um where were we? Where were we? Where were we? Sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, most certified artists for singles in RIAA Gold and Platinum history. On March 8th, 2022, Slim Shady emerged as the most certified artist for singles in RIAA history. Eminem's six Eminem's combined 6 RIAA Diamond certifications, which includes the Marshall Mathers LP, The Eminem Show, and current well as the songs Lose Yourself, Love the Way You Lie, and Not Afraid, cemented him as one of the most accomplished musicians in history. His RIAA award career total is now 227.5 million, comprised of 166 single certifications and 61.5 million album certifications. Um, Largest vocabulary for a recording artist based on a 2015 study by Music deemed Eminem as having the largest vocabulary of any recording artist. Throughout his career, Eminem has utilized 8,818 unique words. Jay-Z trailed behind with 6,899, followed by Tupac, late great Tupac, with 6,569 words. Ye in fifth place with 5,069. Fastest rapper of all time. While this may come as a surprise to no one, Eminem was also deemed the fastest rapper of all time after the release of Godzilla in 2020 and Rap God back in 2013. Some shady can spew out 7.5 words a second, with the Guinness Book of World Records noting his 2020 single Godzilla squeezes 225 words into a 30-second segment. Congratulations to Eminem on his accomplishments. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid though. All right. Let's see. And let's keep it in music right here. So Pink Pantheress, according to Hypebeast. Um, Pink Pantheress has dropped her single of 2024, a cut featuring a beat inspired by a iconic Selena track, "Dreaming of You." The song was the titular track of the late singer's fifth and final album, which was released posthumously in July 1995, 4 months later after. For Turn It Up, Pink Pantheress lyrics weave a love story between a woman named Maria and her unnamed crush. Unnamed crush. Um, you just make me want to say, "Hey, it's me. We've been talking twice a week." She sings, "I like this beat. It just makes me want to sing." Beginning in July, the British artist will be kicking off her "Capable of Love" tour, um, which already happened already. Celebration of a debut album, heaven knows. And that already happened already. If you missed out on her tour, it's on the single is on her the single is on Spotify right now. You can stream Pink Pantheress' new single "Turn It Up" everywhere. So there you have it right there. Um there you have it. And let's get into Coi Leray. All right. According to the Honey Pop website, calling all players, Coi Leray just dropped her latest hit, and we can't stop listening. Lemon Cars is about women empowerment and lifting up all girl bosses in your life. Can we get rid of this thing? Um, yeah. Today, we are celebrating Coi and all her accomplishments, including her 18 million monthly Spotify listeners and upcoming EP, Lemon Cars. What goes up must come. Yeah, I'm living now. We toast up to the cup and we never put it down. I was lost and now I'm found. We love how simple the lyrics are, yet the beat and production are sense because the king Mike Will made it, produced it. He made all our favorite hits. This is definitely an anthem for our recent graduates. Grab your besties and pour it up because life is all about having a good time with the ones you love. We know Coi Leray knows how to have a good time with hits like "Baby Don't Hurt Me" and "Self Love." The vibes are high and we want to join in on the fun. If you don't have a road trip playlist yet, we encourage you to make one up. We encourage you to make one for upcoming summer trips and add lemon cards to the top of the queue. Now we want to drive a bright yellow car, but I'm sure we wouldn't look as cute standing next to it as Coi does. What's your favorite Coi Leray song? Um, yeah, you can drop it in the comments on X, formerly Instagram and Facebook. All right. Now let's go to let's go to Raisin Day. Raisins today, man. I just had some today, actually, which is actually has protein. It has iron. It has vitamins. All that stuff is in there. Let's see. Let me get rid of this. All right. So when it comes to raisins, there are generally two groups of people: those that love them and those that believe they ruin a perfectly good cinnamon bagel. But whether you find these wrinkly fruits irresistible or they should have stayed out in the sun where people found them, it's hard to deny the impact these sweet snacks have had on history, pop culture, and cuisine. We're celebrating National Raisin Day on April 30th. Raisins show up throughout history and literature as a healthy, transportable snack for everyone from the Egyptians to Christopher Columbus to George Washington. And of course, those little red raisin boxes are a classic symbol of childhood. Um, and let's go through the timeline. So the timeline goes like this. Um, Raisin raisining evidence. Raisins are produced by the ancient Egyptians. 1800s Spanish specialties. Spanish missionaries bring grapes to the United States, setting up vineyards. 1873 alternate plan. When it is discovered that producing raisins will make higher profits, the raisin industry is born. 1968 trail mix favorite. The popularity of trail mix skyrockets with the addition of chocolate covered raisins. Okay. Now, some National Raisin Day activities. Eat sweets for every meal. For breakfast, why not some cinnamon rolls topped with raisins? For lunch, make a nice Waldorf um, salad and swap out those grapes for a few of the sun dried variety. Finally, why not top dinner off with a little bit of bread pudding? Make your own. All you need are some grapes from the local grocer and sunny, dry weather. First, get red or green grapes and remove the large stem from the fruit. Place the grapes on a rack and leave them out in the sun for a few days. Finally, place the shriveled grapes in an airtight container, and you have a namesake snack. Watch Meet the Raisins. Oh shit. The half hour special got a Primetime Emmy Award nod for Outstanding Animated Program. Afterwards, why not make it a full on Raisathon? Following it up with the sequel, Raisins Sold Out. Don't forget the Raisinets. Don't forget the Raisinets. Why we love National Raisin Day, you ask? Nature's jelly beans. Perhaps raisins can be up to 72% by weight, making them a sweet and satisfying snack. But unlike jelly beans, raisins have Unlike jelly beans, raisins have some nutritional value. They boost cancer-fighting antioxidants, provide an excellent source of fiber, which is one of the reasons why I enjoy raisins so much, and contain no cholesterol. Raisins complete things. Raisins and oatmeal cookies are one of the culinary world's great pairings, but it's just one of many. The most obvious cereal, of course, as long as it's not too sweetened already. Some other fan favorites, Rouge Latch, cinnamon raisin bread, excuse me, rum raisin ice cream, and trail mix. Welcome to Selma. Over half of the world's raisins come from California, although Napa is known worldwide for its wine producing grapes. The Golden State's raisin capital is actually the city of Selma, just southeast of Fresno. This area produces over 350,000 tons of raisins annually. All right. Um, let's see. Yep. So there you go. Next year on April 30th, next year on April 30th, 2025. They didn't have the list of dates. So so there you have it. Sorry about that. Um Sorry about that. Okay, next we have. Hang on a second here. Next we have. I gotta hold on. Let's see. Let's see. So let's get into some. Um let's get into some music release dates. All right, for the month of October and November, we'll get into it right here. So, for the month of October and November, so far, the late great Rich Homie Quan, who passed away, "Forever Going In" by Rich Homie Quan, um, on "Sleep in Paradise," "Post Traumatic" by T Grizzly, Dage Loaf, and "The Summer," "Glorious" by Glorilla, Rich Forever 5 by Rich the Kid, Famous Dex, and Jay Critch, Last Lap, Rod Wave, and the pre party extended by the late great Juice World, Stabbed and Shot 2 by Benny the Butcher and 38 Special, Big Swerve extended by G Herbo, Thank God by Honcho, Megan Act 2, Megan Thee Stallion, um, Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator, Perfect Fantasy, Earth Gang 11 by Westside Gun. Um, Now November, Baby Making by Jacquees, Eternal Take 2 by Little Uzi Vert, Still Praying by Westside Gun, Soul Burger by Absol, The Crossroads, Corday, Living Proof by Dave East and Arab Music, Gratitude by Mary J. Blige, um, It'll All Make Sense Later by Eric Bellinger, and Little Dirk, Deep Thoughts. All right. So let's see. Let's see what else. Let me see if I missed out on anything. Let's see. All right. All right. I think I covered all the basics. I'm gonna go to the next segment. Yes, the next segment is going to be. Hang on 1 second. Yes, munchies and drinks. All right, munchies and drinks is the next segment to get into right here. Um, so there you go. Um, all right. Um, okay, so we're gonna be talking about this food place right here called Tender Crush. So, excuse me, chicken tender lovers unite. The minds behind Black Tap Craft Burgers and Beer have opened a new establishment in Soho that embraces all things chicken tender. Tender Crush officially opened for business on September 26th with a menu of Blacktop co-founders Chris Barish and Julie Mulligan's original take on New York style crispy chicken. The opening of Tender Crush comes ahead of Black Tap's 10th anniversary, take place in March 2025. The Tender Crush menu was developed by Black Tap executive chef Stephen Parker, bringing bold flavors and flair to the classic tender. The chicken is available either brinned in a club soda and buttermilk batter, then fried to a crispy, unbeatable crunch, or marinated in a high of lemon and spices and finished over the grill. Both styles can be enjoyed who no excuse me can be enjoyed with a variety of house-made dips such as buttermilk dill, sweet chili pop, and lime honey mustard, or are their own. The restaurant's house hits features three tenders tossed in Tender Crush's signature sauces, each inspired by New York City. Harlem Hot, a buffalo style hot sauce with scallion with whipped blue cheese on the side. Thai Queens, a sweet chili pop up. Yes, sweet chili pop with scallion, fresh lime, and cilantro. Uh, Jackson Heights heat coated with a spicy bird pepper sauce, chives tossed with kosher pickles and finished with drizzles of zesty white barbecue sauce, K-Town, hot and house chili oil, a hot kimchi dry rub, and kosher pickles on the side with buttermilk dill for dipping. 32nd Street BBQ in homage to Korean barbecue with toasted sesame seeds, scallions, cilantro, fresh lime, and a buttermilk dill dipping sauce. And Brooklyn Q, a sweet Brooklyn inspired smoked barbecue with chives, BKLYN. All right. Aside from the tenders, the menu features crispy chicken sandwiches, the hot crush, the Staten Island crush, and the old school New York crush. They they are served on Parker House rolls and served alongside such as Williamsburg waffle fries, Park Slope spicy kale, Tribeca truffle mac, and Chinatown broccolini. The dessert menu has soft serve vanilla custard that can be topped with black and white cookies, funfetti cake crumbs, blueberry lemon pie filling, and more. Like Black Tap, Tender Crush offers a beverage program with local beers on tap, including from Coney Island Brewery and Brooklyn Brewery. Guests can also choose from Coney Island coolers in orange crush vodka, watermelon ginger tequila, and coconut mango, all of which can be served a dollop of salt. Tender Crush is located at 529 Broome Street and is open Sunday through Thursday, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. For more information, you can visit Tender Crush's website or follow them on Instagram at Tender Crush. All right. So, yeah. Let me see how much time we got. Um, the 50 best restaurants in New York right now in October. You know what? I want to save that. I'm gonna save that for another time. All right, I'm gonna save that for another time. I think I'm gonna wrap up right here, man. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, we'll wrap up right here, right now. In the very last segment of the night, which is stream choices on the go. All right. That'll be the last segment of the night, folks. All right. All right, wait for it. Yes, make sure you follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on Facebook alongside with Threads and my other podcast shows that's also on Threads as well as myself, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast. My sports platform is on there, and my entertainment review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, which is also on Instagram as well as myself. And this podcast is also on Instagram as well. Um, Off the Meat Rat Chainz NY podcast. Be sure to follow that. And also myself, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York on Threads and of course Instagram. Of course. So yeah, there you go right there. And also let me just go ahead and give you a list of things that's in the link in bio where it says Linktree/link/slash G Money Stacks 555. It's going to take you to a whole list of audio streaming platforms, including YouTube and all that great stuff right there. So let's get into it right here, starting with Odyssey, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Overhaul FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snip, Spotify for podcasters, TuneIn Radio, Fountain, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app where you can listen to music, radio, and podcast episodes for free. You don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio or any of the apps that I just mentioned. All you need to do is go ahead and grab that subscribe button. Make sure you follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on iHeartRadio, and also do the same with YouTube. Make sure you grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page, G Money Stacks 555, and leave a like and a comment on the topics in this episode. Tell me what you think about it, and of course, be sure to listen, stream, and watch these episodes in case you miss any of the new episodes that's dropped already. Don't worry. Be sure to share the podcast, add the podcast to your playlist. You can also download the episodes as well. You can also enable alerts for new episodes and of course new live stream podcast recordings on YouTube. Be sure to do that. Be sure to a friend to another friend. Spread the word. Word of mouth is important. And of course, share the Linktree/G Money Stacks link with all the streaming platforms that I just mentioned, wherever you listen and get your podcast. All right. Yes, word of mouth is important. Be sure to share the podcast with the link with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, the people you are cool with from work, and wherever else you meet new people. All right, that's very important. And of course, like I said, hit the like button. I'm trying to increase everything, the views and everything else in between. All that's important. And yeah, that's gonna do it for me, man. I'm your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thanks for listening and rocking with me on the 356th episode about raisins for National Raisin Day. All right. Remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. It's not going to be given to you on a fucking silver platter. And of course, be sure to find your niche and skills and in what you love to do creatively, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, that makes you happy, that gets you into your zone, tunnel vision. And also remember There's no guidebook or manual to your journey and success. You know what I'm saying? And and of course, don't worry about the haters and all the other stuff right there. So it's all about you and your journey. So you have to in order for you to succeed and be happy, you got to kill the noise of the haters and cyberbullies and all that other stuff. All right. So, just keep doing you and be the best version of yourself as you can be. And of course, it's not a matter of whether you win or lose. It's how you play the game. And yeah, everybody's journey is different. So good luck on your journeys, especially creatively speaking and all that great stuff right there, man. And look, I'm about to be out of here, signing off, all that great stuff. I'll see y'all next time on the flip side. Same place, same comedy space, same YouTube channel, all that great stuff right there, man. And yeah, peace and one love. I'll see y'all next time. And enjoy your Halloween and your trick or treating, your costumes, and all that great stuff. I'll go over some Halloween costumes. And I did put out on the community tab involving some Halloween events on timeout.com. Y'all more than welcome to check out that website so you can actually be able to as a matter of fact, let me put the website here so you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about here. So this is, yeah. So go to this website right here, www.timeout.com. If you are in the LA, if you are in the Chicago area, Paris, the New York areas of the 5 boroughs, including Long Island, aka Strong Island, and you're looking for some fun activities to do, all you gotta do is go to this website and you click on the place that you live, and you go to either this either things to do for the week or things to do for the weekend, and any month and stuff. So all that is there. So there you go. I'm out of here. Peace and one love. See y'all next time on the flip side in the next episode. Enjoy your Halloween. Good night, everybody.